Hello everybody. In this video tutorial I want to show you how the conversion is made from the calendar that you have been using until now, which at this point I will call the old calendar, to the new version of the calendar. And what I have here is an account in which the calendar hasn't been switched yet to the new version. So I can show you a few scheduling examples in order for you to make the comparison between how the calendar looks in the old version and how it will look in the new version after the switch. So in the morning I have a couple of series of available time for active clients and for the clients in a specific group, my target market. I have a series of afternoon breaks that comes from my Google Calendar via the two-way sync with Google. I have a few appointments with clients, and also in the afternoon I have some available time for prospects to schedule sample sessions and available time for all types of contacts. Now, with all this being said and shown, when you will want to make the conversion to the new calendar, you will have to go to this section, the calendar settings section, and use the button here to activate the new calendar version. Once you click this button, the old calendar will be converted to the new version, and this change is irreversible, meaning that you will not be able to go back to the old calendar after this. One thing to keep in mind is that your scheduling data will not be lost during the conversion, so all your appointments with the clients, the available times, also the Google events, if you have a two-way Google sync, they will all be there in your calendar after the conversion. Now let's make the conversion. I am clicking the Activate New Calendar Version button. I will say yes. It takes a few seconds, and after the conversion, I am taken to a new section called Appointment Types, where the system generated a number of appointment types that correspond to the available time types in the old calendar, available for actives, all contacts, clients in this specific group, and for sample sessions. And there is also a default appointment type for the appointments I already have scheduled in my calendar with clients and groups. As you can see, each appointment type has a direct link to it. You will find that useful. And now if I go back to the calendar tab, as you can see, there is not much of a difference in terms of the interface. A few things got rearranged here, but the fundamental difference is how the scheduling is done in the new calendar, and it's based on appointment types. That's why I am going back to the appointment type section and in edit mode of one of these appointment types to show you how the wizard looks like. In the first tab or steps, there are a number of new features that you can use, like setting up the duration for the appointment, insert a break in between appointments, select a color for the appointment type, how it will look in your calendar when scheduled, assign a custom form as the call strategy form that you may want clients to complete before an appointment, and you can also limit the number of these the number of appointments of this type that clients would be able to schedule in your calendar in a day, during a day. The next tab with the permissions is a more refined tool for you to determine who will see and be able to schedule using this appointment type. In the next tab, you can set up the templates for the appointment notifications for when the appointment is cancelled, for example, if the case, confirmation, the reminder, and now you can send more than one reminder if you want to. And you can also schedule a follow-up email from 1 hour after the appointment and up to 24 hours after the appointment. And the next step and the last one is the thank you page, where the client is taken to after he or she schedules. It's usually with a confirmation message, and you can also add any other type of information you want the clients to read after they schedule with this appointment type. Now let's go back to the calendar to show you in practice what I mean by these appointment types. What changes is that now you can schedule either using the buttons here or clicking on anywhere on the calendar and choosing between an appointment or available time. So you select from here. When you create an appointment, you no longer have to select between available time and appointment with the client or group in the scheduling window. Here you just need to select the appointment type you want to have with the client, then take care of the other settings, and you're done. When it comes to scheduling available time, I will use this series that I have here to show you a major difference. To go into it in edit mode, I need to click on view available time, then I will edit the series. And as you can see at the top here, you have a list of all your appointment types. And the major difference, which adds a lot of flexibility to the calendar scheduling, is that now you are able to use more than one appointment type. So let's say if in the morning between 9 and 11 a.m. I am willing to meet with both active clients and also with some prospects who want to schedule sample sessions with me, I just need to check both of these appointment types and then save the change. The system will update the labels of the available time series to show me that now it's open for both these client categories, active clients and prospects. And now that you've seen how the new calendar looks on your CodeChant, let's see how it looks from the perspective of someone who wants to schedule. And first I will show you how the prospect sees the calendar. When they go to your calendar page, they are taken through a wizard themselves, a scheduling wizard, where they select between the appointment types that are available for them and go further to finish the scheduling process. And here in another tab, I am logged as an active client, and when the client goes to the calendar, he sees all the appointment types he has permissions to see. So that's why he can choose between available for active clients, for all clients, or for this group that the client is a member of, my target market. And let's say the client chooses to go with an available time for active clients. He is taken to this monthly view of the calendar, which is an option, a new option that you have in how you display the calendar to your clients. And from here, he will choose the time that he is willing to meet with me. And the calendar view from the client perspective is something that you can set up from the calendar settings. You can choose between a monthly view and a date or time options list that looks much like the one you have been using in the older calendar. And another feature here important is that you can determine within which time interval the clients will be able to schedule in your calendar, starting with a minimum of 1 hour in advance and up to a maximum of 1 year in advance. And these are the highlights of the new calendar, and I hope you will enjoy these new features. Take care and bye-bye.